Back. We are back. So one of the things I was missing for the old notch here was the front end. It came with no front end. It came with a couple fenders. They're not great, but it came with some fenders, but literally nothing for the front. So I considered doing like a fiberglass front end, but being like how I want to drive the car on the street, that didn't seem like the most viable option. So I just kind of keep my eyes peeled for like a nose piece and some headlights and fenders and blah, 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 and a hood. Well, last night, I get a text from Zach. He's like, buddy, I found it, but you're gonna have to get there early. All right. Got a whole dang front clip. This ain't just any front clip. And the world's heaviest hood. I'm not a Fox body connoisseur by trade. I guess anybody that is, they probably already know what this is by looking at the hood, if you can see it. Oh! Whoops. It's so heavy. Everything is so heavy. I'm such a small child. I had to just rally the front end on there just so I could see it real quick. It's better than I thought it would be. Last night when I was looking at them, I was like, I don't know if I really like it that much. I kind of wanted a 4-eye front, but it's not bad. I mean, to be fair, when I was looking at them, most of them came on hatches, and I have a notch, and I'm not like a huge fan of a hatch either way. I got no problem with them. I just prefer the notch. And after I got this on here, I think it looks better with the notch. So I don't know. It's gonna work. It's definitely gonna do the job. Oh man, it doesn't even matter that it's like an SVO front. Just the fact that the car looks complete for the first time in its life is pretty exciting. So here's a little trivia thing I didn't know. The factory scoop is offset to the left because these are a 4-cylinder turbo car. So I don't know. So it's gonna work. It's gonna do the job. It's like a functional deal. I'm not gonna do anything special. We'll just leave it there. But I mean, this thing was it was complete. Everything was there. Somebody did steal the corner markers out of it already, which is a little bit of a bummer, but... And that's where I was wrong. It's not a little bummer. There's $625. There's one right now for $625. Times 2, $1,200. I wish I was making... This is insane. I'm about to make some out of a piece of tin and maybe like some saran wrap with a candle inside. I'm super happy with how good a shape it was in. It's actually in better shape than the rest of the car. And to answer any questions, no, I'm not gonna paint it. I've never painted a car in my entire life, and I don't plan on starting now, although this front clip is way shinier than the rest of the car, but it should work. It's kind of ironic, because one of the main reasons I built the second car was I was terrified of wrecking this car in no prep. Like, I'm not afraid to wreck a car. I don't wanna wreck this car. I'm still gonna no prep it, don't panic, but I wanted something where I could be a little more aggressive with it, and if it scrubs a wall or if it goes into a ditch, it is what it is. So I bought a Fox body thinking, well, the parts are a dime a dozen. If I whack the front end off of it, no worries. So what do? I go out and get a front end that they made like 9,000 originally, and there's hardly any left. So my luck, I'm thinking first race, this thing schmucks clean into a wall, the front end's gotta come off, and we just go back to stock stuff. Okay, so that was gonna be like that in a video, and then we were gonna put the rest of the car together because my Team Z stuff was gonna show up, but didn't show up. It was supposed to come from Michigan via USPS, and it didn't show up. So I have high hope that if it's lost, it will be randomly found between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. in the middle of the night tomorrow, and then they'll send me way more than I actually ordered. The point is, I got home and I got to thinking, I was like, you know, there's a lot of good parts on that car that I should have taken. So I actually went back for a second trip, because one of the things I needed was the cowl piece for mine, which is always missing. That one right there. So I got that, and then I just kind of started unbolting stuff. So I ended up with an emporium of Mustang parts. So I stole the seats because it turns out they're special. I got my fenders here. So if anybody's looking for like 91, 93 fenders, go ahead and buy them. I should keep them as a spare. I'm gonna Captain Crunch that right into a guardrail. But those are for sale. I stole the intercooler, the intake, the valve cover off of the old the SVO in the junkyard there. It's kind of like Ford knew it was gonna happen. Fuel injected turbo. Everything's accurate except for the Ford part. picked up a fuel cell that has been way faster than I'll ever go, so hopefully that gives us good luck on the car. I sold that piece I needed, and I sold old SVO biplane wing thinger. It's a 2-piece. I'm not actually gonna leave it there. Quick side note on wings. Here's my take. I don't like them. I don't like them one bit. I don't think they look cool. I think they have a purpose. I know they function. I've seen the data. Here's my thing. If you're not going 150, you don't need it. So you can use the clue that either my car has not been 150 in the 8th, or that's how much I despise them. And I tell you what, I actually bought a wing for it one time. I propped it up there, looked at the picture, looked at it in person, and I threw it in the garbage can. That's how much I didn't like it. So think what you want with that. But back to the scavenge hunt. So I stole all that stuff. This stuff I don't need. Oh, and I got the hood hinges, which I did need. This stuff I don't need. I'm gonna try to sell it along with the old biplane Wright Brothers take flight wing setup here. So if you know anybody looking, they can have it or buy it. But the seats, I bought these to sell because they go for a ridiculous amount on eBay, but then I sat in it. And I tell you what, this might be how Corbeau started. I feel like somebody sat in these and said, we can make a whole production company based on these seats. These things are incredible. Oh, I mean, it's got, well here, you sit in this one. You sit right here. It's got the side bolsters. It's got up here. I mean, you go whipping around the corner on a road course, you're not going anywhere. It's got you locked in. It's got the fully adjustable headrest that I can't figure out how to operate. Now you're probably thinking, well, you know, those race seats, it's not exactly a one-size-fits-all, and I don't see any power connections. Well, that's where you're wrong. Oh, what's that? You want a little adjustment? Here it comes. Oh yeah, dialing her in. Imagine sitting at a stoplight and looking over and this is what you see. Hey, how's it going? Oh, just adjusting my seat here. But wait, there's more. We're not done yet. You got your feet out, you're like, it just isn't quite comfortable. I kind of wish the seat was a little bit longer. Oh, that's right. These things are about 48-way adjustable. Yep, dial it in however you like. Whatever makes you happy. Okay, I'm sorry, that was a little over the top on the seat. Sometimes it's the little things that get me really excited. And you guys have probably known about these seats, and they're probably not even rare or specific to an SVO. They probably came in a goddamn town car. I don't know. But in my world, it was really exciting, and I just wanted to take a quick look at them. So now I'm not sure. Do I clean them up and sell them, or do I just put them in here? I mean, I need seats. I don't have any. They're super comfy. I already put all this weight on the front end like I said I want. So if the car's already gonna weigh as much as a tank, why not just put comfy seats in it too? Okay, now that we've completely derailed from the Fox project, the last video you're like, oh, this might be a good series where we can actually learn a thing or two. Not so quick. Now you've just watched 10 minutes of me talking about what I did in a junkyard. But let's wrap it up. So we got the front end, we got a bunch of stuff to sell, we got the fuel cell for it, and hopefully, like I said, if they find my missing parts in the middle of the night, maybe they'll be here tomorrow. Then this weekend, we can actually bolt things in. We can get the rear end put in, which I'm super excited. I'm missing a couple pieces. I had to order those spherical bushings, and then I had to order these fancy serrated washers. So once those are here, we can huff that right on in there. And then we can slide the rear wheels on, which I have in the shed. We can set the back of the car on the ground. Yes, I know we need coilovers. I have them. I'm gonna mount a bar for the upper mount. It should be fine. The front, I do need brakes for still, but I think I'm gonna go to Matt's this weekend and help him put his new struts in. So that means I can take my used struts home. Fingers crossed, if everything goes really, really well, if somebody donates me some stock brakes, we might be able to set it on the ground by the end of the weekend. Okay, before we go, we gotta keep the running tally go because I don't wanna lose track of it and then we stop doing it. First things first, I need to make a correction. These were not 430 a set for the uppers and lowers, like I said, it was 430 combined. They're actually 215 a piece. I don't know why I just mathed that out while I was writing this down earlier, but they're 215 a piece, so we can take 215 off this total. Oh God, oh, 215, 0, and 2 minus 1 is 1, and we're short 1, so cross that, make that a 3, and then make that 10, 8, 10, and then 30, I think that's right, 3810. Okay, so our new total is 3810. What did we spend this week? The whole front clip I got for $180. That was tax, everything out the door, and my $2 entrance fee to the yard. Then I went back and I spent $84 on all the miscellaneous stuff you saw. Hopefully that turns into more money to go back out of this total, but it's a gamble at this point. So our new updated total is 180 plus 84, which I think is 264, plus 3810. Oh God, we gotta do some more math. 3810, 470, carry the 1, $4,074. I don't know if any of this math is right. It could be, it couldn't be, but we're at about $4 grand and we're nowhere close. Stand by for next week.